Hello and welcome back to the Coder's Rocket. Today we'll be learning how to build a no-code web page builder with the help of a JavaScript library called GrapesJS. But before that, we should know what is GrapesJS. GrapesJS is an open source multi-purpose web builder framework that combines various tools and features. Its primary goal is to help users create HTML templates without requiring any coding knowledge. Whether you're designing web pages, newsletters, or other HTML-like structures. Remember, HTML, it could be an HTML structure, but it could also be an HTML-like structure. Like, for example, it could be an XML structure. So GrapesJS also enables you to create drag and drop enables builders for these things with ease. And in fact, it doesn't only allow you to create web builders. It allows you to create anything, basically almost any drag and drop builder that requires drag and drop, and that can be where different blocks of elements can be represented as XML, HTML, or HTML-like structures. Now that we got an idea of what GrapesJS can do, why is it useful, etc., etc., let's create a no-code tool. In our case, we are going to build a no-code drag and drop web page builder. So without further ado, let's get started. First, we have to create a folder. I have created my folder, and we have to create an index.html file inside it. Then what we're going to do is we're going to define an HTML structure, HTML, add head tags, add the body tags, and import the style sheet, and then import the CDNs. Great. Now let's go on to the what we're going to do is we're not going to build much ourselves. We're going to use extensible plugins that were built for GrapesJS that will allow us to create our no-code builder with just a few more lines of code. Okay, that's why we had to import so many CDNs. Otherwise, if you're using normally, you would just have to import this CDN and this style sheet and the CDN. Now let's go on. Then we're going to create a div, and we're going to keep an ID that is GJS. Just going to leave it empty, or if you want, you can enter something here. Not necessary. We're going to keep this empty. Then we're going to create a script tag. We're going to do var. We're going to create a variable editor. It's equal to grapejs.init container. The container will be our GJS div, and we're going to import all of these plugins. All of the plugins. We're going to first of all import GrapesJS blocks basic, plugin form, plugin form, GrapesJS TUI image editor, and GrapesJS navbar. And then we're going to do plugin opts, which are the options. You can, for example, many plugins in GrapesJS, they have different options. For example, choose this or that. Do you want it to be red or green? For etc. etc. We're going to keep our plugin options simple. We're going to do GrapesJS TUI image editor. For this, we're going to do config, include in the UI, init menu, and then filter. And I'm going to just add two curly brackets, and this going to add 5 curly brackets, and close our script tag. Now we can test our no-code tool. Really, this is it. Really, this is just it. We didn't have to write we do not have to write hundreds of lines of code. In fact, we did not even write 30 lines of code to make this work. So let's test it now. Then we can open up different elements. I have already added a few elements through the open blocks. We can see, as you can see here, we have navbars, we have images, text, links, videos, and Google Maps. I want to show you a feature that we have added in our editor, in our web page editor. If we click on any PNG, we can add an image, or we can drag and drop files here. For example, this here, we can resize it. We can put it up, as you can see. This will move it up. This one, and we can resize it. Going to resize it. We can, if we click this edit button here, we have an entire image editor that we can use. We can resize it. We can crop it. Then what we can do is we can draw. We can add shapes even. We can even add shapes to the rectangle. Add a shape. We can add a fill if we wanted. And we could add icons, a few icons also. You could add text on top. Then we can choose the text size. We can add masks and different filters as well, such as remove white, brightness, noise, pixelate, color filter, etc. etc. And then when we're done, we can apply the changes right here, and it's updated. Also, we have the preview button, which allows us to preview everything. You can see, you can preview, and then when we're done previewing, we can click here. And also we can choose different devices. If we can preview in tablet, mobile, landscape, mobile, portrait, etc. And we have many more features here. We have full screen. We have view code. It will allow us to view the code for our application, as you can see. And HTML, CSS, and JavaScript as well. CSS over here. We have and if you click on an element, we have the traits manager, the settings over here, where we can add different attributes. Alt, for example, if the image is not able to load, then instead it will show up this text will show up code snippet, for example. We have the layer manager, which allows us to see all the different layers. This is an app bar, this is the image, and we have many components as well. Yeah, and that's basically our entire editor. We could have added more functionalities, but I think for today it's enough. Yeah, it's enough. And that brings us to the end of our tutorial today. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. So until next time, bye.